When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth, said Sherlock Holmes, the most famous fictional detective of all time. Welcome to another episode of Book Talk. Today we are going to talk about the detective novel Velan Poulose and the Travancore Chronicle Cases by Davis Burgess. If the Victorian England had Sherlock Holmes, the 1950s Travancore had the legendary Velan Poulose. Set in the exotic and mysterious land of Travancore of the 1950s, when life was still slow and detective work was done the old-fashioned way, the novel captures the exploits of a self-taught investigator, Velan Poulose. He was an orphan with a very brilliant mind, who grew up unloved and unfamiliar with the ways of the world. As he got older, he learned to foster his hidden talent and later went on to create a career of solving complicated cases. Velan was infamous for his deductive reasoning. With very little observable evidence and his wealth of knowledge, he is usually able to make very accurate guesses based on logical conclusions he draws from what he sees. Sometimes the cases would find him, at other times he would go after them. Some took him to sleepy hamlets by the riverbank, some to beautiful islands and hill stations. Yet, not one of them could escape his keen gaze or his razor-sharp reasoning. He is always accompanied by his very loyal inanimate companion, his custom-built umbrella, which was designed to be used as a weapon at the hour of need. Velan can be considered extraordinary for many reasons. He preferred to stand out rather than blending in with the crowd. Velan's attire was quite revolutionary for his time. To allow mobility while chasing after criminals or any intense physical activity during investigations, he chose to wear pants over traditional mundur. He also liked to be addressed as Velan Poulose instead of Velan Poulose, since Velan was a very common name in his hometown. Velan was just 10 years old when he solved his first case. It all started when a gold jewelry box was stolen from a family in need of money. They were desperately needed the money to pay for an old lady's hospital bills. Even at such a young age, Velan was able to solve the mystery and return the jewelry box to the rightful owners. From then on, as he grew in age and experience, he improved his investigating skills and developed a knack for solving mysteries. The regular audience of his adventurous tales were his wife Rosamma and his 6-year-old son Tommen. They listened to his stories with utmost attention, and their anticipation, excitement, and horror could clearly be seen on their faces as the story progressed. The novel entails 5 individual cases, each with its unique plots and twists. The first case is called The Corpse in the Pond. The story starts with the discovery of a wounded dead body in Raman Various Pond. Everyone assumed it was a murder, so Velan was called upon to investigate it. The body was identified to be that of Chandran's, Raman Varia's nephew. The plot provides multiple family members as suspects of the murder, which gives the reader an opportunity to try and solve the mystery themselves. With the help of his analytical mind and his attention to even the tiniest details, Velan outsmarts the police and very cleverly explains the unusual circumstances of Chandran's death to a shocked audience. Similarly, Velan's other cases takes us through adventures filled with beautiful places, lost treasures, myths, disappearances, and a lot more. Velan Poulose was one of the greatest detectives of Kerala. Despite being a hero who helped solve many cases, Velan didn't get the recognition he deserved. He still remains an unsung hero who is not praised enough for his hard work, courage, or great achievements. Although these 5 cases were the highlight of his career and it brought him much fame after the stories were published in the Travancore Chronicles newspaper, they are not just about Velan or the numerous other characters, but about a unique culture and a beautiful unassuming country where rare spices and coconuts grow, and is the fantasy of many a traveler, but it also had the power to spring some dangerous surprises on those who inhabited the serene land. This book is perfectly engaging and well thought out. The passion and persistence portrayed in each character in the book truly reflect the brilliant mind of the writer. The author, Davis Verghese, has a very unique style of writing where he manages to be descriptive and at the same time be able to keep the reader on their toes. This is a read for all the fans of mystery, thriller and suspense.